apologize. I'm a little bit tired today. This is my 5th state in 3 days. Maybe you're a little bit tired too. We've been working hard facing Obamacare. You've been writing letters and emails. You've been calling congressmen. You've been inviting your neighbors over for a cup of coffee to explain your concerns. And this debate that was supposed to be short has stretched on for months and months and months. Remember, as Tim had observed earlier on today, this was all supposed to be resolved by the August recess, and then Labor Day, and then Columbus Day, and then Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day, and of course, the State of the Union Day, and here we are now, and now they're talking about maybe St. Patrick's Day. And the reason why it's stretched out is because we fought back. We fought them to a stalemate. It's extraordinary. They have the White House, the vast majorities, the House and the Senate, and yet we fought on. They have K Street. They've got the seniors lobby, the pharmaceutical lobby. They've got the hospital lobby, and it breaks my heart to say this, they've got the doctor's lobby. All we've got is common sense. The president delivered his 37th speech on why his health reform made sense just on Wednesday. 37 speeches. He's argued to us that health reform is about controlling the deficit, even though the chief actuarial of CMS, a federal employee, says costs will actually go up under Obamacare. They've told us that we need Obamacare to control for pre-existing conditions. 2,700 pages? Now the new argument, the argument du jour is, it's actually about giving you more control about your health care. 110 federal agencies and bodies that is going to regulate everything from what's covered in your insurance plan, to the price of it, to how your doctor makes treatment decisions, to who gets to open clinics, and a slew of other things, all decided by Washington. And this is about empowerment? Yeah, it's about empowerment. It's about empowering Washington. No, 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 that's not the approach we ought to take. Every time I feel a little bit tired, and I'm sure you're in this boat, I think a little bit about my own experiences. See, I was born and raised in another country. I was born and raised in Canada, where they've lived the dream of government-run health care. And I'll be honest with you, I used to believe that when it came to health care, if it was done by the government, it was compassion. It's one of 3 things I soaked up from the environment growing up. 1 was a love of ice hockey. 2 was an ability to convert Fahrenheit into Celsius in my head. And 3 was a belief that when it came to health care, it ought to be done by government. When the Hillary Care debates rocked Washington 15, 16 years ago, city I'd never been to, I thought, wow, they're really on to something. And I changed my mind. I changed my mind in medical school because I saw what healthcare was like when government runs it, and it isn't equitable and it isn't compassionate. A few stories stick out in my mind, but one in particular I'll make mention of, a woman who was terribly sick with leukemia, about 24 years of age. And she came to the emergency department because she had an abscess on her face, a skin infection. We were so concerned it might involve the brain because she was immunocompromised. And we told her that we'd do a CAT scan just to make sure she was okay, besides the antibiotics we were prescribing. And she burst into tears because she knew she'd have to wait an entire day in that filthy ER for a basic test. That's the way it is in Canada, and Britain, and Sweden, where you wait for the care you need. That's the compassionate approach of government. That happened when I was in medical school, and it goes on to this day. An article in yesterday's Montreal Gazette talks about a 65-year-old man who waited 6 months for life-saving cardiac surgery. He died waiting for life-saving surgery. Not because there wasn't a cardiac surgeon, not because there wasn't an anesthetist, not because there wasn't a team of nurses, because they couldn't find a hospital bed in an ICU in the city that pushes at 1 million people. There wasn't a single bed for him. An 86-year-old who died after having spent 4 days in an ER corridor waiting for a hospital bed he needed, or the couple who birthed their own child in a hospital because no nurse came when she went into active labor. That's consumer-driven care under socialized medicine. My friends, we deserve better here. Keep going. Keep writing the letters and the emails and making the phone calls. More cups of coffee. We have not 6 years left in this debate, not 6 months left in this debate, but maybe just 6 days. We fought them to a stalemate. Finish the debate, my friends, because so much rests on this. This is a battle for control about your health and our future. Keep going. God bless.